every day. I wanna rock and roll all night. Check. Turn on the chat. Saturday morning live stream. We'll see who shows up. How's your day?
It's good. How's yours?
It's good. Long time no see. Just kidding.
Do you want to try my coffee?
Kevin Hawthorne from Lakeland, Florida. Yeah, I'll try it. I'll try mine. Yours is creamy but not sweet. Mostly harmless
That's
certified
sweet.
T3 boss says, "Hey Sammy." Yeah, but this
Hi.
is Splenda. We'll see if Notification Gang shows up. Gang. See if that shows. Oh, dang. It does. You got good views, dude. So, okay,
Good time.
chat. What?
I said good time.
Good time. Dude, that was 5 months ago. I'm trying to convince Sammy to start her own YouTube journey so that I can quit and she can just be my sugar mama. So guys, please amp her up, hype her up. Dude, I need to go get my hair cut or something. What is going on here?
Oh. Linky wants to be in it.
Evening. From the UK, mostly harmless. Discord notifications are faster than YouTube. Yeah, let Discord know. Of course, Linky hears me talking into the mic, so he has to be here.
Linky, say hi.
Hey, buddy boy. Is she gonna do makeup tutorials? If so,
No, it's not. I'm not on that level.
oh,
Oh no, that's my coffee.
Linky's trying to steal the coffee.
Say hi, Linky. He's shy today.
Hans asked how's the cat? Cat's good. They're all really naughty. They're all, dude, they trick us.
Yeah,
okay?
they tricked us this morning.
But they don't just trick us this morning. They trick us every single morning. So what happens is I'll wake up first, and because the cats will ask for food, so I'll wake up first and I'll feed the cats, and then I'll come back to bed, and then Sammy will wake up for some reason to get water or whatever, and they'll act like they haven't been fed, so Sammy will feed them again. And so then eventually we'll both wake up at the same time, and we'll look at each other and we'll say, "Oh, I fed the cat," at the same time. And then we realize we fed the cats twice and they've duped us. So this is
today.
yes. This happens like every weekend essentially. Casey's Cozy Garage. YouTube is fun. It makes the materialism of collecting things feel like it has purpose. Like my RC or watch or anime collection. Dude, RC collections, remote control cars. I used to be so into that. Briar Blue certified T3 bot. Mario. I got my first Raymond Weil Maestro yesterday. Enjoy it.
Is that
Not,
a watch?
Yeah, not a common company. Francisco. I'm starting to bust out my G-Shocks for the summer. For some reason, the cats are gaining weight. Yeah. The cats actually, they haven't been gaining weight,
No,
but
they look the same.
but they've become smarter. Oh, I almost forgot. You guys have to tell us what you're sipping on. This is a T3 Saturday live stream, so I can't see how many people are here at the moment, but Dwight, we're sipping on some coffee. I got a cappuccino.
I have a latte.
She has a latte with like 9 different things made a very specific way.
I'm very embarrassed to order this in person because, like, I have to tell them so many things. So I'd rather order this in the app.
She uses her phone. She uses her phone so she doesn't have to tell the worker what she wants.
Because they might judge me. They're like, oh. Green tea, gin and juice.
Gin and juice. Green tea. And then, of course, we do need to thank everyone that shows up. We are very late today, but we have to do the Saturday live stream because we want to hang out with you guys. And we understand not everybody can be here when I hit the go button. But if you could hang out with us every Saturday, again, we're very late, but typically I do it around 11:30 a.m. It'd be nice because then, you know, we can chat in real time. So chat if we can wave to the people of the future. We love you and we see you. Chris T. Hey Jory, what's your opinion about pocket watches? This is a very common question that I used to get when I first started my channel. So here's the truth of the matter though. Although most of the very prominent watchmakers from the days of yore, like, here's what I'll say. Most of the really cool watchmakers that, like, even Holy Trinity brands like Vacheron and stuff, they originally had their hands in pocket watches, right? But the history, like, understanding the history of pocket watches and everything that goes into pocket watches versus everything that goes into wristwatches, it's a different animal. And so I have all the respect in the world for the guys that dig super deep and know a ton about pocket watches. I don't know much at all. I have a solid gold pocket watch with a solid gold chain with a solid gold penknife that I got for my bar mitzvah as like a gift. And that's the only pocket watch that I own and I cherish, obviously. But I know really nothing much about pocket watches. They're cool, but I prefer to wear my watch on my wrist. So I hope that answered your question. Let's see. Francisco says, I have pocket watches on my desk as a clock. Yeah, that's cool to have it as a little accessory like that, or a trinket on your desk or something. But with pocket watches, it's also like, I have my phone, I have my keys, I have a knife, I have my wallet. I got that thing on my hip.
I think pocket watches are cool.
Yeah, but I don't want another thing in my pocket.
To carry,
yeah, I'd rather just have something on my wrist. Daniel Madsen says, the saddest phrase in the world is what could have been. That is the only argument you need in regards to starting your YouTube channel, Sammy. Wow. So it's like, what could have been? Thank you.
That's good advice.
She needed that. I'm speaking for her. Wow, she really needed that. Casey's Cozy Garage says, I mostly see you in your Instagram reels and normal vids. You're much more chill on the live stream. The duality is great. Yeah, well, you know, there's a time and place. So a lot of times during the live streams, I will devolve into pure madness, stream of consciousness rants, especially when someone tries to talk smack about Snyder's honey mustard and onion pretzels. Those are, I don't care.
Can we tell them which one we tried recently?
Can we go? Okay, green for go, red for no. Do you want to hear about our quick junk food rant? Anybody want to hear about this real quick? I'm going to really piss people off too, because the only current pocket watch that I want is the Richard Mille pocket watch, which I just want to have like on my desk because it looks so cool.
Is it vintage?
No, it's a modern pocket watch, and it's from a company that I and most of my viewers probably do not like.
Green. Oh, someone said red.
Francisco, I'm banning you. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Angelo from Portugal. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and rant about our current junk food escapades. Sammy, you want to kick it off?
Well, you talked about the Snyder.
Okay, so my favorite, and this is kind of like a inside joke with the channel, but my favorite like junk food snack of all time is Snyder's honey mustard onion pretzel bits. Onion seo. Honey mustard onion pretzel bits. They're so good. I could eat a bag of them like in 5 minutes. Insane. They are like crack. So Snyder's also has other flavors. I think they have like buffalo flavored, which are okay. But recently
we tried the sour cream and onion one.
No.
Jalapeno.
It was jalapeno. I don't know what.
Because it was
What?
green. It was green.
No,
My
it was
mistake.
jalapeno. We're actually improving the story on the spot, and
Okay.
we didn't yes and each other.
Jalapeno flavor.
It's not
And then
sour cream.
it's green. But it was way too salty.
Yeah, so it was okay.
The original one's better. The honey mustard.
Yeah, the honey mustard is obviously better. But
Way better.
But do you know how like certain chip like various chip brands will have like jalapeno flavored chips, and sometimes there's a really good like fresh jalapeno flavor to it, and it's kind of like vegetal but still like good. These actually had that where it was like a good jalapeno flavor, but where they messed up was that the salt was insane. Yeah. So like if they, and this is coming from two people who love like very salty stuff. So if it's too much salt for me, then it could probably kill a horse because it was nuts. But like it was frustrating because the jalapeno flavor, which did not taste like sour cream at all. I have no idea.
Mostly Harmless is backing me up. He said jalapeno is like sour cream and onion for an Asian descendant.
Is that true?
I guess.
I think he's trolling you, man. Invicta Archive from the Netherlands. Christy says, thanks for the answer. I just wondered because I am mostly a pocket watch guy because it feels better. For me, it's easier to hide when you are out. And overall, I love them because of my grandfather. Yeah, that's awesome, dude. I think pocket watches are very cool. I just don't know enough about them, and I don't really have a collection for them. Or a collection of them, or an avocation, or I should say motivation to collect them. I'm jalapeno business right now. Thickolo. Is it gay to fall in love with another man and spend the rest of your life with them? You know what? No, actually. That's not very gay. But it's only until you make it, it's like if you whine about it or something and you act like all gay about it, then it's gay. But if you love another man and you spend the like do your thing, bro. But that's a conversation we can have on my other channel, Everything is Gay, which actually is popping off right now. It's doing very well. Snyder's and beer. Bel Canto or Anodyne Fumé. Bel Canto. And I don't want to give anything away, but I might have one to review.
Which one?
The Bel Canto. Stay tuned, guys. Stay tuned. I understand it's honestly a headache overall to figure out if everything is original. That's true with wristwatches as well. Pocket watches, again, are just a different animal. And, yeah, I don't know enough about them to feel confident being an authority on the. I mean, dude, I barely know enough to talk about wristwatches, so going into another thing like that is just a bridge too far. I think I've tapped out my mental capacity trying to learn the intricacies of the vintage market and vintage history, and I'm not the smartest man out there, so I know my limits. She has to deal with me all the time. She knows I'm definitely not the smartest man. So Sammy and I were watching, actually, speaking of not very smart people, we were watching. Can I go on a little rant about something that has nothing to do with watches? Casey says, "Oh my God, that other channel looks great. I just browsed the thumbnails." Everyone's
check it out.
Yeah, subscribe to Everything is Gay. It's doing very well, and I'm actually gaining more subscribers per week than I am on the Time Teller channel. So that's going to be the next, like, I'm calling it right now. It's going to be the next big thing. Also, I just broke past 184,000 followers on Instagram. So thank you guys. Like, seriously, your support is awesome. And it's funny because the Time Teller channel is still growing. We're still in the positives every month. But I think some people only know me from the Time Teller channel, and I'm blessed that anyone follows me anywhere. But I have this huge, wealth of content that I put out on Instagram and on other YouTube channels that I'd love for you guys to check out. Oh my gosh, Scott Smith, my wife is from the Philippines. Sorry, the chat window's a little bit obscured. So, I assume Sammy is from the Manila area.
Everyone thinks I'm Filipino, but I'm not.
everyone thinks Sammy's Filipino. She's not. But that's so funny.
Is it my skin color?
Yeah, what is it? What?
I'm just tanned.
I think it's, her being tan and small. But okay, can we go on a little rant about something that we just watched that has nothing to do with watches? Thickolo, no, seriously, check out the other channel because it's insane. It's and I mean, I'm trolling, but also it's kind of like, I feel like I'm not trying to be too altruistic, but I feel like that channel's kind of like necessary right now. We're waiting for green for go, red for no. Party people. I'm jalapeno business. I randomly discovered the other channel before some days, and I was like, wait, this gent seems familiar.
It must be the what? Hairstyle.
Must be the hairstyle. Sammy does not look Filipino. I mean, Derbager's been a long time viewer of mine. Is it the hair? I mean, she kind of just has Asian, like dark, straight Asian hair, though. I don't know if it.
Long hair.
Yeah, I honestly think it's
my skin color.
Yeah, I think you're just very tan.
Oh, hi.
Linky wants to be on camera somewhere. I think it's the eyes. I think it's the way she looks Asian. Okay, Han says green, Casey says green, Dwight says green. That's enough for us to rant. Okay, so do you guys remember the most stereotypical answer yet?
Korean.
Okay.
Wow, everything but what I am.
So, yeah, you guys can guess what Sammy is.
Keep guessing.
And I'm going to be ranting in the background. By the way, Linky's here. Okay, so do you guys? I'll be 35 next month, so I know that the Time Teller channel kind of runs the gamut when it comes to age, and actually a large portion of my viewership is older than me. So you guys will probably remember in the early 2000s, and it really came to a head in like the 2010s, a website called Ashley Madison. Do you guys remember that website? Ashley Madison. By the way, We got some more guesses. NATO says Central American. Thickolo says Laos.
That's a first.
Mostly Harmless says Vietnamese. Derbagger says Vietnamese partially. Thickolo says Southeast Nepalese. Daniel says, my mom is Danish, my dad is Iraqi. Everyone assumes I'm Spanish, Italian, Greek, Bulgarian. Exactly. Daniel says, is Sammy Korean? Here, can you pick him up so he's not knocking stuff? Thank you. Oh,
sorry.
okay, there goes Linky. Do you want to tell them, or do you want to have them keep guessing?
More guesses. After your rant, I'll tell
Okay. So, Ashley Madison, for those of you who don't remember, was a dating site that gained prominence in the 2010s, okay? But this was not like a... Garfield says Cantonese. Thickolo says American, which is... yes, technically yes, obviously. But this dating site was a site for married people, okay? Linky's being naughty. It's a dating site for married people, and I don't know how it was legal, but that's how they marketed it. Hold on, pause. When we don't pay attention to Link for a long enough period of time, he'll get frustrated and he'll start trying to chew on any like if we have like plastic anywhere, and in the office here we have packaging, obviously, because we get watches coming in and out, and so he'll like try to chew on the bubble wrap. And the thing is, if we don't catch him, he will swallow some of it, and then it hurts his stomach and he will throw it up. So we do not let him do that. Sorry. That's not part of the rant. Elwin says Peruvian.
Wow, that's a first.
Costa says Thailand. Okay, so how come your race, color, and where you're from is such a big thing in the U.S.? Mostly Harmless. I think it's because the United States has a lot of cultural and ethnic diversity. So it's kind of like when you go to college or university, the number one question when you're first there, when you're a freshman, the first question you ask each other is, what's your major? Because people are trying to kind of figure out what you are so that they can have a better understanding of you. Not to necessarily make judgments, but just to learn more about you and your interests. So it's kind of like that when you meet people in the United States. You want to kind of have an understanding of maybe where they're from, their perspectives. An easy way to try to connect to them is show interest in their background. And I think the United States has such a interesting cross-section when it comes to, cultural, ethnic, non-homogenous. We are a non-homogenous society, 100%. And so I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing to show interest in others' backgrounds. I think it only becomes an issue when that identity becomes the only thing that you use to categorize someone. And that's when we get into identity politics, and that's when we get into these stupid labels. And then, certain people want it both ways, where they say, oh, I'm not represented enough. But then when you represent them, they say, well, now you're appropriating my culture. That's racist. And so there's really no winning. But Thickolo's been joking around a little bit, but he actually has a good comment. American is an identity comprised of many races and cultures. That's I don't think he's trolling. I think that's actually a very accurate comment. Okay, so anyway, Malaysian. Are you from Tokyo? These are all good guesses.
Very good guesses.
So Ashley Madison was marketed as a dating site for people to have affairs. And this was marketed on like mainstream television. They were able to get advertising slots like on ESPN and like crazy stuff. They had billboard, like it was nuts, right? And their whole security or belief in security was that like, well, because only married people are able to sign up, I don't know how they verified that, but because only married people are able to sign up, both parties neither of them are going to want to squeal on each other. So it's kind of like mutually assured destruction. Like this entity has a nuke and this entity has a nuke, so they're not going to start stuff with each other because they could blow each other up, right? So they were like, yeah, these couples, if each of them are married, they're not going to tell on one another. So they can just go to this website, and it's like a dating site where blah, blah, blah. Okay, so what I want to talk about right now is not the fact that is insane and terrible and unethical, and it goes against everything I believe in. Do you agree?
I agree.
Okay, it's not only like, I mean, thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife. It goes against the 10 Commandments. I'm not trying to get religious, but thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife. But also, it's just sleazy. It's terrible, and it's terrifying that people would even want to partake of that. Real quick, let's read a comment. Dirtbagger says, Sammy and Jory are going to have amazing Jew-Asian babies, and we'll be asking those babies where they come from. Exactly. Casey, can I send you a calculator watch I got from Gotcha Machine in Japan? It's there. Absolutely. The Time Teller, P.O. Box 160, San Gabriel, California, 91778. So that's the channel's P.O. box, and you can send it there. If you need me to type it out, email info@thetimetellershop.com. But that's our P.O. box. It's safe and secure. You can send whatever you want there. And an intern is the one that clears it. So if you're going to send me something harmless, you're going to kill the imaginary intern. Sammy, you have to start a YouTube channel because Julie wants to have at least 9 kids. That costs a fortune, and you'll need a second income.
So for those who weren't here, what was it, 2 weeks ago?
Must have been like 2 weeks ago, yeah.
So the reason why they call Jory Julie is because my mom can't say his name, so she calls him Julie.
Yeah, she's like, Julie. Okay, so Dirtbagger says, I can guarantee you that the woman where Sammy comes from won't be deadlift champs like Sammy. Oh, the women where, yeah. You're actually 100% right about that.
Wait, read this one.
Nada, when I find out where Sammy's from, I'm booking a ticket. Amen, brother. Amen. Okay, so sorry, I hope you don't mind. I keep bouncing back because I want this show to have like kind of a ongoing story. So I don't necessarily like. I think Ashley Madison was a terrible idea for a business, and I think it's horrific that people would even use it. But that's not what I want to complain about right now. What I want to complain about is Netflix just released a documentary about it. And the thing that is upsetting is, of course, they can't use the angle just talking about the popularity of the business and the inevitable like downfall of the business or whatever. They also have to make it somewhat like I'm a storyteller at heart, right? I film things. I write stuff, and I try to present it in a way that makes sense. So I get that they have to add a human element to it. So they have people that somehow they suckered into admitting that they used it. And those people were in the documentary being like, oh, I had no idea that signing up for Ashley Madison would ruin my life. Oh, I had no idea that this would be the biggest mistake of my life. And, I had kids, and this woman was the love of my life. She was everything to me. But I was working late one day, and I saw a commercial for Ashley Madison, and they said, life is short, have an affair. And I was thinking, like, yeah, life is short. So if they're right about that, maybe they're right about the have an affair part. So I signed up, and little did I know that would be one of the biggest mistakes I ever made. It's like, what the F are you talking about, dude? Like, you're trying to pull at my heartstrings as if I'm going to relate to you. Oh, the love of my life. I met the love of my life. She was everything to me. And this one stupid faceless advertisement online said that life is short and to have an affair. And because they are right that life is short, they must be right about the second part, telling me to have an affair. So if they said life is short, drive your car off a cliff, are you going to be like, well, they're right about life being short, so maybe they're right about me driving my car off a cliff. All right, peace, guys. Get me behind the wheel. Like, it is so stupid, dude. AJ Bones, love you, man. Thickolo says, Jory's definitely from Cali. Us East Coast folks would have been done with the story. Well, it's funny is I'm actually a New Englander. I'm from New Hampshire. That's pretty East Coast if you ask me. What's Sammy's channel going to be called? Let's vote. Hey, okay. NATO says Miss Saigon. Ooh.
The unknown
Indonesia. Should I worry about my automatic watches when shooting, or should I just wear a G-Shock? I've worn many automatic watches when shooting, but it depends, I guess, what you're shooting and what you're doing. I think most automatic watches, modern automatic watches, will be okay, but honestly, I don't see why you wouldn't wear a G-Shock. It's good enough for the military. It should be good enough for us. So here's the thing. Thickolo, have a good one, man.
Hi.
Okay, so Sammy does have a... By the way, that rant, I just wanted to say, it's so stupid. And I wouldn't recommend anyone watches that documentary because they try to make you feel bad for the people that use that website. And it's like, it's their own fault. But anyway, Daniel, have a good one.
Bye.
I'm off to bed as well, as always. Always a pleasure. Such a fantastic community. Please, I need an answer on Sammy's descendants.
Okay. I'm Cantonese and Vietnamese.
She's Cantonese and Vietnamese, guys. There you have it. Book your plane tickets. I picked mine up. They got a bunch over there. So, okay. What you guys don't know, maybe not. Sammy experimented with a little bit of a YouTube channel 4 to 5 months ago. And it's here. And I'm actually in the avatar thumbnail. And she has 2 episodes up. And she was kind of doing a fitness thing, although she's trying to transition into other, like her other interests. Like, what are your other interests, babe?
Cooking.
She's a very good cook. She got her. Dirtbagger says, I got my flight to Canton, Ohio. Let's go. Oh my God, so funny.
Cooking, like camping.
Well, fitness, obviously.
Fitness.
Yeah, fitness is like her main. Fitness and cooking is like her main one. Link, naughty boy. He wants our attention. Pato says, hey, Jordy, amazing content, mate. You're the actual funniest watch content maker. Everything is gay is hilarious, mate. Thank you so much, bro. Thank you. I'm glad that you enjoy it. RAU RAM cooking channel.
It's
Tax
a
cut.
Vietnamese herb.
Oh, okay.
Apple Watches.
She has a whole channel on Apple Watches, and she just inevitably, like, eventually becomes the biggest tech writer ever. But yeah, so, Dwight subscribed. Thanks, man. Yeah, if you check out Bunny Bear Life, give her and me, because I'm going to be helping produce the content, obviously, some feedback on what you would like to see on that channel. There's 2 episodes up. Give us some feedback, and I'm sure she'd appreciate it, and I'm actually going to make her own, like, Instagram so she can kind of experiment doing some stuff over there as well. But I feel like it's a waste for her not to put some content out there because she's so dang lovable.
I'm just not comfortable in front of the camera.
No. He's being naughty. Your beard has grown pretty thick. It reminds me to take just like it and trimmed it right. Oh, I'm going back. It's pain. Yeah, here's the thing, dude. Everyone asks me about the beard because I've had it forever. I never was bothered by like that itchy period, but what I will tell you is the worst part about growing a beard is like the first month. The first month is when it's uncomfortable. It's not fully grown in, it gets itchy, it's uncomfortable, but once you pass that, you're good. You are good. Talk to them, babe.
Tax Cult said, with
Cut.
cooking, with cooking, the camera isn't on you. That's true.
Yeah. That's actually a really good point, Tax Cut. When you're 26, Filipino have less beard than a 12-year-old middle schooler. It is what it is. See, I am Spanish and Eastern European and Jewish. Okay? Jews have beards. Russians are known as, we're like bears. And then Spaniards have the very dark hair. So I have a fur coat on under my shirt. So we need some cooking recipes for us noobs that can't cook.
The problem is I eyeball everything, so.
Yeah, but that doesn't matter, babe. They just want to see you doing it and talking about it. You know, it doesn't. See, here, okay, here's something that I want you guys to help me out with. Because she doesn't listen to me. Because she's like, yeah, but you're just saying that, babe. She thinks when I'm giving her a compliment and like, she thinks I'm just gassing her up. But hear me out.
Because you're my boyfriend.
Yes, but hear me out. When I first started on the Time Teller channel, I didn't, and I still don't know all the technical aspects of every little thing. I don't know all the minutia of every little thing, but my viewers are learning along with me. And so Sammy's concerned that because she doesn't know, for instance, the perfect way to sous vide a pork chop before you do a reverse sear and this blah, 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 because she doesn't know the perfect exact way or the perfect exact terminology, people will bash her online. And what I'm trying to tell her is, even if you do know everything and you do it perfectly, people will still bash you online because that's how the internet works. But the good thing is, okay, there might be someone on the live stream right now that doesn't like me. Perfectly fine. I'm used to it. But 99.9999999% of the people watching this right now just want to hang out with me. And they know that I'm not perfect with the things I say or the things I do or whatever. They've just come to have some expectation of like the kind of content that I make, and they seem to enjoy it. So they come to hang out and talk and whatever, but they don't expect me to be the most knowledgeable, most technical, data-driven orologist in the world. They just know I'm an orologist that likes watches and I just kind of hang out and rant about stuff. Do you know what I mean? So you don't have to be the most technical iron chef in the world. Briar Blues. Sammy, showing the mistakes as you show something is also a great way to show things.
Aw.
Briar Blues knows his shit. Time is time is everything. I'm the same way. I'm hairy as heck. Take a head shaver and trim myself like a dog. Eyeball things like a true Asian. Yeah, Asian cooks just throw things in the wok, man. The best way to learn something is also to teach it.
That's true.
That's very true. Dude, this is a very good angle from Watch Crazy. There's a load of single men who would benefit from easy to make meals. Think about that. If you did a whole series on like bachelor cooking, do you know what I mean? Yeah. Like meals even I could cook. One of my favorite chefs on YouTube is Chef Jean Perrier. He taught me to not stress about measuring everything, and cooking is more fun.
That's true.
Thicola says 100% someone's going to bash you anyway.
For sure. It's always someone who doesn't like you.
He also said, Jory, I love you like a really hot cousin. There are 200 people that enjoy what you create for every one dickhead. Very true.
Thank you, guys.
There's a show that is Beat Bobby Flay. Be humble and do it. Yeah, Beat Bobby Flay is really entertaining, actually.
What is that?
Bobby Flay is a Food Network veteran, and he's like an Iron Chef from America. He's that redheaded Boston hotshot chef, and he has a show called Beat Bobby Flay, where these like casual, like normal everyday people that like cooking go on the show with their favorite dish, and those people pick the dish, and so they cook the dish, and then he has to cook the dish. Neither of them have like recipes written out, and then the judges do a blind taste test, and they have to see if the people's is actually better than Bobby's, but they don't know which one's which. They eat it and they just pick the best tasting one. And it's funny because you'll get people from a very specific ethnicity. Like you might have a Mexican dude show up and he's like, oh, like I'm going to make my grandmother's chilaquiles. And he's like, oh, this recipe's been passed down for years from my family, and I just I love it. So Bobby, like you're going to have to cook it. And so it'll show him cooking it and Bobby cooking it. And then the judges will eat it. And the sad part is like Bobby sometimes kicks the crap out of these people, and he's not even Mexican. You know what I mean? It's just fun.
Is that on Netflix?
Probably not. It's a Food Network thing. So I don't know where it is now. Rachel Ray made her career on 30-minute meals. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. You want to know how, dude, remember how good the economy was? She did that show $10 a day or whatever. Remember? And she would go eat and have like breakfast, lunch, dinner, and dessert for like $10 that day or whatever. What was that show called? It was some insane amount of money that now couldn't even get you like a Big Mac meal.
She has her own cooking show and like,
well, she has a whole brand now.
Yeah.
Nutrish or whatever. Sean Miller, certified T3 bot. Krissa wants to know what Sammy's favorite band/album is. I don't think I even know this. Because Sammy likes EDM stuff, right?
Yeah, it's not really a band.
Millennium? Excision?
Right now I like Zed.
Oh, Zed. Yeah,
Yeah.
she's been talking about Zed a lot. It's a DJ group.
It's just one person.
Or one dude. She was the 6-minute abs of cooking. That's what I'm saying, dude. 30-minute meals, $10 a day. Yeah, she
6-minute abs.
I miss Emerald Lagasse. Let's kick it up a notch. Bam! Way to kill my point, Jory. LOL. I was trying to say that Bobby Flay is willing to put himself out there, even with his accolades. Don't be afraid of the result. Go out and show what you know well. No, but it didn't really kill your point. What I'm trying to say is he was able to get out of his comfort zone and sometimes do very, very, very well. So you might surprise yourself when you just try and enjoy what you're doing. So I think that you could crush it just with that same philosophy.
I think I just need to do it.
That's also, yes. Listen, game planning and people get stuck in the preparation mode of things. And so this is what's frustrating. By the way, Briar Blue certified T3 says, Sammy, I have tried for years to get Sia to create Asian cooking content. It is a huge opportunity. And my boy Mike knows the finer things in life, so I would take his advice. Okay. What was I saying?
I forgot.
She doesn't listen to me.
That's not true.
Dang. Oh. I get
Overthink
yes.
things.
I get comments all the time to this day where people ask like, how do I start a YouTube channel? Or, oh man, your Instagram's gotten so big. I've been thinking about making a page to do this, blah, blah, blah. And they think that I have this, you know, like they think that I'll be able to open up my notebook and go like, oh, hold on. I think it's on. Oh, yes. Okay. What you're going to want to do is A, B, C, D, E. Like there's no recipe to it. And it's very frustrating for them because they have this whole, business plan that they ask me about. And my only response is start. And they're like, yeah, but no, because what I'm thinking is like, blah, blah, blah. And I just repeat myself. I say, start. Like, begin. Hajime. Do it. But the thing is that like, people feel much more secure and comfortable when they're in the planning stage, because they know that once that planning stage ends and they start, they're not in the safety of the planning stage. But stop thinking about doing stuff and just do the thing that you are thinking about doing, and then you can figure it out as you go. That's my biggest piece of advice. He didn't invent YouTube. He just kills it. Zed has some great collabs, Dirtbagger says. NATO says, gotta get a Gatto. Casey's Cozy Garage. My channel only begun when I started. Gotta make mistakes and figure it out. That's what I'm saying, dude.
Wow, everyone has such good advice.
Tax Cut says, people worry about how to do something instead of just doing it. Sean Miller, certified Teeter Rot, says, am I the only one who can't stand Kevin O'Leary? Why does he keep showing up on every watch channel? Don't worry, he probably won't ever show up on mine because I've made myself uncollaboratable with everything is gay. People are like, I don't want to be associated with this guy. Channel your inner Shia LaBeouf. Do it. Just do it. Briar Blues. If you don't take the first step, it will never get done. And I would argue she kind of did the first step. She has a channel. She's made some content. And it has very good views.
Good views for 211
her channel has 211 subscribers, and she has almost 4,000 views on one episode. Nike was onto something. Just do it. Time is everything. LOL. So yeah, I think all of us should gas her up. We should tell her, like, you'd be so... I keep telling her, dude. Number one, women immediately get more views than men. And there's two reasons for that. Because men like to watch women do things, and women prefer watching women do things than men. So immediately you have both segments of that populace, right? And then also, Sammy is so competent with these things, with fitness and with cooking, that's like, dude, I did not know much about watches when I made the Time Teller channel. I just enjoyed watches. People showed up because they liked watching me enjoy the watches. Mm-hmm. So it's like, you have another benefit of actually being very competent and knowledgeable about these topics. So cooking in yoga pants will get more views. Yes. I could get Shane Gillis on my channel for sure. I think that I could see myself doing the podcast circuit with those guys in a year or so. You want to eat? Yoga Pants Yummies. that's going to be your page. Welcome to Yoga Pants Yummies, guys.
Yoga Pants Yummy. It's a whole segment.
Where I cook something yummy in my yoga pants. Dude, that would blow up, but you're not allowed to do that.
My manager says no. Elizabeth Grant?
I don't know that.
I don't know who that is.
Dirtbagger. Yeah, we like blowhards talking about watches.
People would probably like seeing Julie enjoying the food. You have to review my food.
Yeah, that's good. That will be the ending segment.
Okay.
Where you do the cooking and everything, and then I eat it, and then it's like, what rating do I give it?
He always gives me very high ratings, and then I sometimes don't believe him because he's such a harsh critic with everything else.
That should make me believe you. That should make me more believable then. If I'm a very harsh critic and I tell you that I like something, then...
Like, he rated these Trader Joe's pancakes 5.72 out of 10 this morning.
Yeah. But wouldn't that make me more trustworthy? Because if I liked everything, if you saw me, like, every time we eat something, if I'm like, yeah, cool, I like it. Yeah, cool, I like it. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, I like it. Then, like, you wouldn't trust me. But if I'm kind of very critical about everything, and then whenever I eat your cooking, I'm like, wow, this is good. I like this part, blah, blah, blah. Then, like, whatever. You can't win with women, guys. You cannot win. You would get 20 million views. Uncle Roger collab.
Oh my god. Do you know who Uncle Roger is?
Yeah, he's that Asian guy.
Yeah. I don't
Elizabeth is a watch
YouTuber.
YouTuber. She had to take a break because she fell ill and had surgery. Well, praying for her. Hope she's okay. 3-course meals to impress her partner on a date. That'd be actually really cool.
Wow, these are all very good ideas.
He slammed a place because of the phlegm guy. Trademark. TM. Phlegm guy TM. Auntie Sammy instead of Uncle Roger.
Oh my
Auntie
god,
Sammy.
I don't want to be an auntie.
Hiya.
Yeah. It's funny.
Phlegm guy TM. Having been married 25 years, I can absolutely agree. You can never win with women, but still worth every second. Absolutely. I'll keep trying. Just do your cooking in a van. For some real people, love van content.
For some reason.
For some reason, sorry.
That's
People
true.
love van content.
I used to watch this van life girl.
Abdul, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Doing like van eats.
In yoga pants.
Wait, van kind of rhymes with pants, but then like
Crock pot Asian meals in a van.
yeah, I'm trying to think of something clever, like a title, because like yoga pants yummies. Van Vixen. Oh. Help me out, guys. Stealth Asian camping and cooking. That's fun. And actually, I'm not going to give anything away, but you are touching upon something that Sammy and I have been like thinking about and working towards, which is cool. I didn't invent food. I just eat it.
Eat it.
What the fuck? So yeah, I think it'd be really fun. I think it'd be really cool. So, cooking white vans. Damn, Daniel. Back at it again with the white vans. But guys, we're going to wrap this up. But if you could please check out... I'm not even asking you to subscribe, but if you could check out Bunny Bear Life and just give some feedback in the comment section there. It's kind of Sammy's first attempt at Sammy's Sizzling Sensations. Camping in Compton. Bro, no, we are not doing that. Camp cooking in Compton. My wife always jokingly wanted to open a pho restaurant, name it Asian Nudes.
Oh my god.
But I love you guys. You've been so supportive, whether it be, on my Instagram, on my various channels, or with things that Sammy is doing. I really appreciate it. And we literally can't do anything without you guys. So love you. Get out of your comfort zone. Tell someone you love yourself. Tell yourself you love yourself, or tell yourself you love yourself. Tell someone else you love them. And getting out of your comfort zone was the big theme of today. So it'll pay off when you do it. And that's what we're trying to let Sammy know. Happy endings. That's good. All right, guys. I will catch you on the next one. And I love each and every one of you. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay blessed. I'm Jory Goodman, the Time Teller. And always remember, I didn't invent time.